What do you think about Jordan Peterson and how he was talking about? I think his claim to fame at first was just how he wasn't going to abide by these pronouns on the college campuses.
Yeah. Let me tell you, that dude is a compelling speaker. And
Yeah.
even more interesting is his old material about Jungian psychology and pop culture. It's absolutely fascinating. However, I believe that he's a charlatan.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, how come?
I've seen him. Have you ever seen is it Joseph Campbell? Have you ever seen Joseph Campbell speak?
I think so.
It's just Jordan Peterson. When I watch him, he seems like somebody that's pulling acts from different people and just kind of putting them together. I don't sense a lot of real synthesis, and I think also he seems to really gravitate to the power and the prestige. I don't know the man. I don't claim to be saying anything about him, but there's just a lot about him that seems suspect to me. And he seems like a crypto fascist to me. If you look at some of the things he believes, aside from the fact that he decorates his house in Nazi and Third Reich paraphernalia entirely. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, you can look up photographs of his house. He doesn't dispute it.
Well, they did have some cool shit.
Well, but ask if you hear about what he thinks about how parents should be with children. That's where where he completely diverges from me and where I see through him. And it's a ruling mentality of a parent over a child. And he said his famous thing, and this is almost verbatim, if not verbatim, you need to make your child someone that you like.
Oh, yeah, I heard him say that.
What else do you need to know about the man?
Well, I mean, if you look at what's going on, I mean, these kids are becoming people that their parents don't like. If you think, I mean, they're little assholes, so much that the parents don't want to be around them.
All right, and the parents are that fucking great?
No, I'm saying it's the parents' fault.
Yeah, I mean, these kids don't want to be around the parents because the parents are awful. And depressed. And not just, I'm not even hating on the parent. A lot of people, their lives are very hard.
Yeah, I know.
And your kid, your kid sees you go through it. They're emotionally, your kid is emotionally bonded to you. They're going through part of what you're going through when you have a rough day.
Mm-hmm.
And when your parents come home, if they're stressed about money, if they're worried about survival, it's going to get in the kid's guts. And I think it's way too hard. I think the amount of work that these kids have to do the amount of homework.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
Dude, first of all, there would be no way I would have passed kindergarten. I would not have submitted to that amount of homework. At no point in my life would I ever submit to that.
I'm opposed to homework in general. I don't like it. I mean,
I can think of so many levels where I have a problem with it. One level is what you can't get your teaching done during the day when you're being paid to do it. And I'm not hating on the teachers. It's not really their fault. This is being thrust upon them by a bunch of bureaucrats. The individual teachers themselves, I think many of them are very well-meaning and hardworking people.
I might have to disagree with you there.
I know I've had this, and I know you may disagree with me, and I know you've been around some teachers, and I have been around some more administrative type folks. When I was in school, I went to grad school around a lot of people that were trained to be principals and vice principals, and guidance counselors. A lot of guidance counselors.
Yeah, you need those.
These people are the biggest freaks.
Yeah.
Just depraved, just sexual, like all over the place, just utter depravity and insanity. Partied to the depths that I would never want to go. They were insane. They were just, I can't imagine. And the people that gravitated to it, there was just something. And they have a real group, what you're talking about with that group think, that culty shit, they got that gene. Definitely.
Oh yeah, because you need that.
Yeah, and look who's going to make it as a teacher. You got to fit into that culture. And,
Yep.
and so like there are probably a lot of really well-meaning teachers that are quiet.
Yeah,
But
because they know that if you say a damn thing, your career's over.
yeah. And also like why would you be, I mean, you ask yourself, why would you be a teacher? You could do something else for more money.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, why am I going to do this for crap money when they just want me to brainwash these kids in a horrible way?
What if, I mean, it's true. It's true. That's definitely part of it. But let's say 25% of it is that you know that those kids need something if they're not getting it at home. So a lot of these kids are just the backbone of the family. The parents are addicted to drugs.
Mm-hmm.
They are zombified.
Oh yeah.
And these kids are on their own, and they're not. I mean, I hear from teachers like what kind of state kids are coming into the classroom.
Oh, I know. It's very troubling.
Yep. And what we're asking of teachers is the same thing that we're asking of police, and that's too much, way too much. You can't ask somebody to be 25 different professions for minimum wage.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the people that do it, they're largely at some level well-meaning people who are trying to at least put out some of the, you know what I mean, just put out some of the local fires and just sort of hold back the stemming tide of the horror show.